My name is Chris Stanford, and today I want to talk about one thing: perseverance. Perseverance is the one key element in life that puts you through the good, the bad, and the evil. Yep, actually, it's the one thing that sets you towards your goals and doesn't set you back. So I want to talk about perseverance from my standpoint today, from my life experience. It all goes back to 1999 when I was 4 years old. At that point, I was already playing hockey, a little bit of baseball, a little bit of football, and a little bit of golf. Now, considering that my dad had played for the Montreal Canadiens previously in his life, hockey was definitely my number one. So let's go back to the summer of 1999, 4 years old. I was just throwing the baseball with my buddies back on the back road. My dad comes over to me and says, "Hey, I spoke with Tyler's dad. They have baseball tryouts on Saturday. Do you want to try out?" So I was like, "Yeah, I want to try out for baseball." So I go out on a Saturday, and I soon find out that I'm the only 4-year-old. Everyone else is 5 and 6 years old. So obviously, being a little kid, everyone looks down on you. "Oh, this kid's 4 years old. He's not going to be good enough. We don't want him to play with us," and all that good stuff. But I was determined. I wanted to play. So there was my first act of perseverance. I'm going to play. Even if I'm 4 years old, I don't mind. I'm going to go out there, have a great time, and develop, just like all the kids. All right, let's move on to when I was 16 years old. When I was 16 years old, something crazy happened. Great act of perseverance happened. I told my dad, "Dad, I don't want to play hockey anymore. I'm tired of playing. I'm not having fun anymore, and there's too much competition, and I don't like how all my coaches are treating me, and I don't think I have enough talent to make it to the NHL." So my father said, "Okay, what do you want to do with your life?" So I said, "Dad, I want to play baseball." So at this point, I was playing hockey, AAA, all the best levels, all the biggest tournaments, all with all the best players, with all the best coaches. But I was playing house league baseball. So my dad said, "Okay, you want to play baseball? What's your goal with baseball?" I told my dad, I said, "Dad, I researched the NCAA, the National Collegiate Athletic Association. I want to play baseball in university. I want to receive a scholarship for baseball, and I want to get a university degree." So my dad said, "Fair enough. Give a call to the AAA baseball coach." So I called up the AAA baseball coach, and the baseball coach said, "Yeah, I've heard about you before. Why don't you come out on Saturday and try out for us?" So I go on the Saturday. The AAA coach likes what he sees and decides to give me a spot on the team. The only thing is, I was going to be the last player on the team. Now, from my standpoint, that wasn't a big issue. But from my dad's standpoint, that was a huge issue. You're going to be the last player, you're not going to play, all that good stuff. So I was like, you know what? Nope. I'm focused, I'm determined, and this is what I want to do. I'm going to go. By the end of the season, I was the number one. I was the starter. I was the one batter that everybody wanted to see at the end of the game. That's good. That's my third act of perseverance. That's what you want to do with your life. You want to go through, even if people tell you can't do something, you want to do it. And because you know that you can do it. Now, between that summer and the next summer, I started speaking with the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. They told me, they said, "Chris, you have a lot of potential. Why don't you go and try out for the Quebec provincial team?" So I go and try out for the Quebec provincial team, and I make it. However, this time I was playing with much higher quality players. And at this point, it was very hard for me. And by the end of that season, I wanted to quit baseball. I wasn't comfortable. I wasn't having a good time. But nope. I said, "Chris, you want to persevere, and you're going to go through with this." So I went through with it. I worked out. I persevered. I did everything I possibly could. I went through my next junior season. I batted 300 plus, and I had a great season. I went to a showcase tryout at Franklin Pierce University, and I received a baseball scholarship. My goal was done. Now I showed up as a freshman. Matt Walsh was in front of me, a senior catcher. I picked up everything that I possibly could from him. He got picked up by the New York Yankees, just to show you how good this guy was. Next season, which is this year, I'm a sophomore, I'm a starter, and I'm getting looked at by the Detroit Tigers, the Philadelphia Phillies, the New York Mets, and the New York Yankees. and I possibly will get drafted this year. Now that's perseverance for you. If you want to do it in life, you can do it. Thank you.